What's going on, everyone? I'm GilFlo.
I'm Loris Bleach.
And we are the Video Game Archivists, and we are bringing you review 30 of 296 NFL Quarterback Club 98 in the N64 Chronicles. So let's talk about this game. We'll let you kick it off, Mr. Bleach.
No, it's a football game.
That it is. So we can talk about it as far as football games go.
Yeah.
So I actually have more problems with this than I did good. I think that the catching of the ball with the A button...
Yeah, the fact that it's manual catching is terrible.
Yeah. It took a while, and even when we understood it, we still struggled to grasp how to do it correctly without popping the ball in the air and just losing it.
Of course, us, with our knowledge of picking the plays and everything, it's like, oh yeah, we had to get used to, okay, which one looks like a passing play and a running play.
Well,
but that's us.
I know the plays a little bit better. Like, I found that blitzing you every time just was effective.
Well, I will say, when I was playing, I did kind of tend to give up because of the whole manual catching, trying to, oh yeah, it's not intuitive. It's not get to the spot, automatically catch the ball like, almost every other sports title, not just football.
Yeah. Now, we haven't played any other football games. It's the first one on the N64 Chronicles. But it locks the play in. So if you make a mistake and do field goal on 1st and 10, you're kicking a field goal. Doesn't matter. You can hit the fake. If you accidentally lock it in field goal, you have to kick.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, and just basically, you kick. Granted, there was a point where I went silly and just like, okay, why not?
Then we can get into, you can tackle the ref. I can't tell you if it prevents flags or not.
I don't think so. I don't think it's WWF rule. I thought it calls flags.
Yeah.
And you can tell the game doesn't quite seem to have, it's almost realistic in the way that it doesn't quite seem to, when it comes to penalties, of calling it right.
Yeah. Just
because there's some times where it's like, it looked like it should be a passing interference, but I guess it's not. I disagree with the rule entirely, but yeah.
That's beyond the point.
Exactly.
So I will say that the AI on your team will actually play for you. So like if you're playing defense, you can literally just put the controller down and it'll play for you.
Yeah.
It might not do what you exactly want it to do, but it is pretty effective.
Yeah, then even going against, help do the blocking and offensively, you just gotta make sure you do the actual play itself. So at least the AI doesn't get in your way. That's a good thing.
Yep. So the end question is it fun? And my response is meh.
Yeah. It's like, okay, if you were renting a random football game, it'd be okay, but,
Yeah. So let's get into the ratings. Alright, so let's start with 50. 50 is nothing good or bad, just meh. Anything down all the way down to 1 is bad, and 1 being Superman 64.
Foreshadowing.
And then all the way up to 100 being perfect. So if you're above 50, you're good. Below 50, you're bad. If you're in the middle, nothing special. So nostalgia, I gave it a 59. Better than meh, but it's not quite okay.
Yeah, well, for me, I gave it the rental just mainly because it's like, hey, if you don't own a football game, this one's okay to rent and maybe play with, family and or friends, but I don't know if would put the time into actually doing a season.
Yeah, it's playable. It's probably one of the easiest common N64 games to find. I think this game seriously costs like $2 or $3.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me, but that's sports titles in general in video games.
So let's go ahead on to how does it hold now. I give it a 51. Like I said, I felt meh the entire time I played it.
Yeah, and for me, like I said, even I gave up in the middle, and I just dropped it because it's like, it takes a little bit to learn the controls in the first place, and manual catching should be an option. It shouldn't be an automatic thing. We didn't even go to the options to see if it could change it, but I doubt it. Yeah.
So it brings it overall to a 57. Just kind of better than meh, not quite an okay game.
Yeah.
I'm not going to recommend it unless you're a collector or
you're just a big football fan in general.
A fan of this series. There's definitely better football games on the Nintendo 64.
Blitz.
Madden. Either one. Doesn't matter. Anyway,
I never played Madden.
Now, the one thing I will say is we correctly predicted the Super Bowl with our game. The Bucks definitely won, so not led by Brady on this one, but they definitely were.
But at the same time, I might have cursed the Chiefs, because after a while I just gave up and had fun.
We didn't watch the game because we were obviously playing during the game.
Yeah, exactly.
But apparently the way you played is how they played in the actual Super Bowl.
Except they actually made field goals, while I made ridiculous 70-yard to 90-yard attempts.
That's it. for this game. We'll catch you next time. If you enjoyed the review, please hit that subscribe button.
Like the video.
And then if you leave us a comment, I'm trying to upload a video every day, so if I see it, I'll at least respond to it. We'll catch you next time.